Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Wainwright. We've got some Saturday night hockey for you here at the Vision Credit Union Arena. It's your Wainwright Rustlers against the visiting Oyen Eagles. It should be a spirited match on tap tonight here on a December Saturday night. But before we get going, we'll listen to the playing of O Canada before puck drop.
What are the ECSHL senior hockey determining the offense from the Oyen Eagle? Starting going through Oyen. Line is Oyen Rustlers. Tonight's game is military appreciation night, so each thanking 12 military members, veterans, and their families. Tonight, on the blue line with the Rustlers, in honorary captain, please welcome today's Pregame. Jason is 5 years old, playing for Wainwright U7, Team 4, his favorite hockey teams are the Rustlers and Chicago Blackhawks. And his coach, Trevor Clausen, is his favorite hockey player. Jason led you a pregame meal with burrito, and in his free time, he likes to skate and play hockey. Please welcome tonight's honorary captain, Jason Payne.
Jason or Jason?
At the time I called Ryan Bailey, because the house is still playing at Old Canada.
And we are ready to go here in Wainwright. It's the first of two regular season matchups between the Rustlers and the Oyen Eagles this year. The Eagles come into this game atop the East Central Senior Hockey League standings with a 7-1 record. The Rustlers, and even 4-4 on the season after winning last night in Coronation. Your starting goaltenders tonight for the Rustlers is Thomas Eisenman, and across from him for the Eagles is Ryan Napton. These two teams meet at center ice. The whistle blows, and we're ready to go. Rustlers win the opening draw. It's Berg in his own territory. Mullet tries to get to Pfister, but he can't handle that pass, and the Eagles able to dump it into the corner. Berg plays it around the wall to Dicker. Tries to chip it up the wall, can't get it out of the zone, does this time. The Eagles pick it up at their own blue line. Now they look to break out, but they can't connect on that pass. Berg able to chase it down, hammer it off the glass, and Dicker feeds it across the ice to James. James in need of an early change, sends it in deep, and Pfister will chase it down. But the Eagles get to it first as they look to exit the zone. With a little bit of patience, they do exactly that, and the Rustlers narrowly avoided too many men penalty there in front of their own bench during a line change. But now Miller comes the other way, crosses the blue line, loses control of it, but it ends up on Bailey's stick, and his shot hits a shin pad and goes wide. Now in behind the net, chance out in front as Comerford was standing in the slot looking for a pass, and it got deflected away at the last second. The Eagles now able to escaped the zone. Played into the near corner down in Rustlers territory. Perkins swings it around the wall, but there's nobody there to pick it up, so the Eagles able to keep it in the zone as they work it around now, looking for a shooting lane, and they fire that one just high off the stick of Hoffman. And now shot on goal by Rostowski is held on to by Eisman, and we get a face-off here. Rustlers win the draw again, working behind their own net. Fletcher able to chip it off the glass and out of the zone. Woodward's there to pick it up. Carries across the blue line and tosses it in the corner as he was being pressured. Lawson with a great forecheck knocks that puck loose, but the Eagles get it back. And they dump it in behind the net. Eisman comes out to play it and leaves it there for Olsen. Now Fletcher through the neutral zone tries to cut down the right wing, but lost his balance for a fraction of a second. And the defender took advantage, knocking that puck loose. Now battle in the corner. Fletcher's in there. The Rustlers able to get it up to the point now, and that shot from Mullet gets knocked down before it can reach the net. That cross-ice pass from the Eagles doesn't connect, and now Bergwood's opportunity coming the other way. Tries to toe drag, but loses a handle on it. And the Eagles able to clear the zone. Rustlers maintain possession, though. Leggett chips it forward. And then throws a big hit along the wall. Able to keep the puck in deep. Now Mullet from behind his own net. Swings it around the wall. Dorland kicks it forward to Leggett. That's Brett Leggett. He feeds it over to James, who puts a wrist shot right on goal, and that one's swallowed up by Napton. And then after the whistle, get a little rough stuff down by the Oyen net. Nothing much comes of that scuffle, though, as the officials able to break things up here, and we get set for the ensuing face-off. The Eagles win the draw. Pfister hard on the forecheck, though. Forces a mistake, and the Rustlers get the puck back at the point. Now Pfister from the corner. He gets knocked off the puck. James is in there to help. Dicker comes in as well, and Dicker comes away with it. He leaves it there for James in the corner. Now to the point to Miller. Looking for a shooting lane. Can't find one, but he gets it to the back post. And Dicker couldn't get enough on that wobbling puck. And Napton able to make the save and hold on. Pfister again with plenty of pressure off the face-off dot. And forces Oyen to make a mistake, and the Rustlers get the puck back in their own territory now. That hard pass is just an inch out of Dicker's reach, and that's going to be an icing call. A little over 4 minutes gone in this opening period, still a scoreless hockey game. Now James looking for Dicker. He had a lane, but James couldn't get the puck there quite in time. The Rustlers still bringing lots of pressure in the offensive zone. Well, that pass goes through the wickets on Dicker, and Oyen comes the other way. Down the left wing now. They cut to the middle of the ice in the slot, and it just got knocked off the stick of Dorwicks. Good defensive play from the Rustlers there, and they're able to clear the zone. Now Bulky from center ice puts one on net. Eisman kicks that one aside easily. Shirley picks it up now. Feeds it across to Comerford. Comerford steps around defender and then dumps it into the far corner. Perkins looked like he was trying to line up a big hit, but it didn't materialize for him. And now Oyen has a chance the other way. They got numbers. It's a 2-on-1 and a hard shot up top, and they score. Jaden Smith fires one high glove side and beats Eisman to get the opening goal tonight's game. It's 1-0 for the Oyen Eagles. Now through the neutral zone is Heath as he dumps it into the near corner. It ends up in behind the Rustlers' goal, and Miller's there to pick it up. He feeds it forward to Comerford. Across to Perkins, who chips it in, and he'll chase it down. Napton comes in and swings it around the wall, but the Rustlers able to pick it up. Bailey keeps it inside the blue line there, and Comerford picks it up in the corner, but his pass gets deflected up in the air, and Oyen comes the other way. It's Hoffman. Steps around Miller, tries a centering pass, but a good defensive play by Brad Bailey at the top of the crease to kick that one away and out of harm's way. Now Berg from his own blue line gets it to Mullet. He goes across the ice to Clausen, who tips it in deep. Fletcher comes in to pick it up in the corner, feeds it to the point to Berg, and he'll chip it in behind the Oyen net once again. Good forecheck by Woodward. Throws a couple hits, and the Rustlers get the puck back. Fletcher feeds it back to Woodward. It bounces off his stick, but he gets it back. Gets it back to Fletcher once again. Back to Woodward. Into the slot. The Rustlers with an opportunity there, and Mullet puts it up high. Looked like he had a mostly wide open cage there, but just got up under the puck a little bit. Shot it over the net. Now Fletcher goes cross ice. Darlin not able to pick up that bouncing puck. And then Oyen flips the puck into the Rustlers bench. And we'll get a whistle here. It's the Rustlers' annual military appreciation night here as they honor the military community and the brave men and women who serve our country day in and day out. And we got a bouncing loose puck in the crease as that one took a weird hop off the end boards as Eisman tried to leave it there for a defenseman. And the Rustlers lucky to get away with one there as that one was just ripe for the taking. The Eagles now just chip it in deep as they had 3 or 4 players on a line change. So the Rustlers with a chance here to move it up ice. Lega can't handle that pass. It was behind him from Olsen. And now the Eagles go on the cycle. From the top of the circle, they fire a shot on goal looking for a redirect. But Eisman clears that away with his paddle. Now Thornton gets it to the point. Wachowski's shot gets blocked. Thornton once again sends it in behind the net. Olsen tries to chase it down, but he gets worked off the puck. Strutt battling for it in there, and he comes away with it for Oyen. Now Thornton with a chance in front. His shot's blocked. Rustlers pinned in their own end right now. Can't get it out. Olsen got turned around, and the Eagles have a chance to keep the pressure on. But Pfister with a good play to clear the zone relieves some of that pressure for a moment as both teams get some fresh legs on the ice. Now Olsen plays it off the glass and down the ice, not far enough for icing. Hoffman down the right wing, crosses the blue line. Miller applying pressure. He knocks the puck free. And now a chance here from the left dot, but looked like Bulk. He couldn't handle that pass. And now the Rustlers come the other way. It's Carson James. Had a puck bouncing on end and it got knocked off a stick. And now good defensive play there by Berg to get in the passing lane. The puck trickled towards the net, but Eisman able to play it into the corner. Now Shirley picks it up, takes his time through the neutral zone. He'll just chip it in as most of his teammates go for a line change. Now Mizuka fires a shot just wide. Berg's able to come up with the puck here. But Fletcher got his pocket picked, and now the Rustlers have to get it back. They do. Clausen sends it into the far corner. Woodward's there to chip it back to Fletcher. Fletcher with a sharp angle shot. That one's held onto by Napton, and we'll get a face-off here. So we're past the halfway mark of the first period. 9:43 left to go in this opening frame. It's a 1-0 lead for the visiting Eagles. Bailey sends it in deep after the faceoff win and then gets dumped at the blue line, but he gets right back up and he'll chase it down in his own end now. He makes the play up to Clausen, but Clausen gets his pocket picked at the blue line. And now loose puck in front. The Rustlers able to come away with it, but they can't clear the zone. Oyen continuing to apply pressure. That long shot from the point was caught easily by Eisman. No traffic in front, so he'll hold on for a faceoff. It's our first look at the Oyen Eagles since the Rustlers joined the ECSHL this year. We got some pretty slick road uniforms. They got the white with the navy blue and the orange accents. Rocking the old school Washington Capitals Eagle logo. Very clean look for a team that's playing pretty clean so far tonight, moving the puck quick, moving their feet lots, and giving the Rustlers a little bit of trouble in their own end. Now Olsen plays off the glass, trying to get to Leggett, but he was covered. Leggett able to get it back, though, and send it in deep. Fletcher keeps it inside the blue line, and his shot goes just wide. The Rustlers pick up the rebound that ends up in the neutral zone. Olsen gets knocked off the puck in the corner. Pfister, thankfully, is there to help him out. Now it's pinned against the wall. Battle for it. Battle won by the Eagles. The Rustlers able to steal it back, and now a stretch pass looking for Dicker. It's out of his reach, but he'll beat out the icing call. And the Eagles with a chance to come the other way now. Thornton feeds it across, and a good chance there by Dorwicks, but his little backhander went just wide of the post. And now shot on goals knocked down easily by Eisman and held onto for a faceoff. Rustlers win the draw. Miller able to poke it out of the defensive zone, but the Eagles get it back and send it in deep. Bailey's there to pick it up. Comerford down the left wing, chips it forward. Could have been called an icing, but the linesman let it go. Now Bailey picks up the puck in the neutral zone. His pass to Shirley just hops over his stick. A battle in the corner. It's Mike Shirley against two Eagles, and the Eagles come away with it. They play it off the wall. And now Chance coming down the left wing with speed, and they score. It's Jaden Smith. Once again, his second of the night, making it 2-0 for the Eagles.
In Southern County, Jaden Smith, current goal, 40 unfifteen. Smith unassisted at 640 and even strength goal.
Rustlers with possession off the faceoff, but that pass towards the blue line got deflected and made its way out to the neutral zone. Mullet feeds it to Woodward. Woodward fakes the dump, tries to go cross ice. That pass is deflected, and the Rustlers have to regroup. That pass just behind Clausen. He's got to kick it forward. But he chases it down in the corner, gets to Woodward, and chance in front. Now Mullet from the high slot. His wrist shot's up high. Looks like it might have caught Napton in the mask. And the Eagles able to pick up the rebound and clear the zone. Fletcher now across the blue line. Puck gets knocked off his stick. And Fletcher chases it down in Rustler's territory. Gets it to Leggett. Across the blue line. He tries to chip it in deep, but it gets knocked down. Now Olsen lost an edge, but was able to knock the puck off the puck carrier's stick. Rustlers not able to get it in the zone. And we're going to have a penalty upcoming. It's going to be the first power play of the game, and it's going to go to the Eagles. It's going to be 2 minutes for tripping. Carson Leggett will serve the penalty. Just a bad luck tripping calls. They got tied up along the boards, and he tripped up the Eagles player trying to chase down a loose puck. So the Rustlers on the penalty kill for the first time tonight. And a good start to that penalty kill as the Eagles won the faceoff. But Cody Woodward able to steal that puck away. Get it all the way down the ice, killing some time off this tripping minor. The Eagles get it across the blue line now. With some speed and a chance in front. But that stick just exploded on Thornton. You see, he had a golden opportunity there in the slot. He gets a stick from the bench, and now he carries the puck across the blue line. Cuts to the outside and leaves it at the point for Ryschowski. He fed it to Hoffman, and his pass back towards Thornton doesn't connect, and I've been able to jump on the puck and hold on to it for a faceoff. Four minutes, 20 seconds left in this first period. 1:18 remaining in the Eagles power play. And they win the faceoff. At the point now, it's Ryschowski, but he can't handle a bouncing puck. Still able to get it into the corner, and the Eagles maintain possession. Now Ryschowski from the point gets it over to Smith. Smith battling along the wall now. Knocks it free to Smigelski. He steps out of the corner.
Tonight's 50-50.
Sorry, that was Dorwicks carrying the puck, and his shot goes just wide. Now chance in tight, looking for the backdoor pass, but that pass went off a shin pad. Now Rashowski feeds it across, and a great defensive play there by Berg. He's able to break up the pass, chase down the loose puck, and clear down the ice. 25 seconds left now in the Leggett tripping minor. Now Rashowski carries across the blue line, a chance in tight. A good blocker save made by Eisman. The Rustlers trying to clear the zone, flip it up into the seats. And we'll get a whistle here. 10 seconds left in the Leggett penalty and 3 minutes, 12 seconds left in this first period. Eagles win the draw. At the point now, it's Heath. Feeds it across to Martin. Martin walking the blue line. As Leggett comes back on the ice, we're back to even strength. And the Wrestler is able to force the Eagles back into the neutral zone. Now Heath swings it around the boards. Perkins chases it down, but can't do anything with it. Comerford's there as well. Fletcher comes in to help. And Shirley tries to reverse course, but it catches the referee. Rustler is lucky to come away with it. It's Miller with the puck on his stick now. He goes across to Perkins, down the right wing. He crosses the blue line. The puck is rolling on him. He couldn't settle it down. And the Eagles able to steal it away. Now Berg intercepts that pass in the neutral zone and plays it in deep. Mullet able to keep it inside the blue line. His shot goes off a stick and up into the netting. We'll get a face-off in the offensive zone for the Rustlers. Berg gets it in deep once again. Leg it in on the forecheck, throws a good hit behind the net. But Oyen able to clear the zone. Berg has it at his own blue line. But Oyen able to keep it in the zone. Only for a minute, though, and now the Rustlers pick it up. Leggett bobbled it right beside his own goal, but Berg there to pick up the loose puck. Rustlers struggling to get through neutral ice here. Dicker gets hit there right at the Rustlers logo. Now Berg plays off the wall. Carson Leggett's there. Can't pick up the pass. He was fully out of gas. So he'll hustle back to the bench as we hit the 1 minute mark here in the first period. And we get a nice call against the Eagles. The Eagles come away with it. Off the face-off, it's Dorwicks. Carries across the blue line. His centering pass is knocked down. Dicker puts it out to the neutral zone. James will try and chase it down, but Volke will beat him to it. Now Dicker able to pick up the loose puck. Rustlers might have a chance here. James cuts to the outside into the corner. He'll carry it around the back of the net. He gets stood up there. He gets it over to Pfister. Looking for a passing lane, can't find one. Eventually he finds Miller. His shot right on goal. James is looking for the redirect, but couldn't get a stick on it. We're going to face off here with 20 seconds to go in the first period. Rustlers won the face-off, but Miller wasn't able to keep it inside the zone. So he sends it in deep as the time ticks down in this first period. With 7 seconds to go, Oyen looks to break out and have a last chance opportunity here. From the neutral zone, they send it in on goal, and Eisman will keep that puck in play to let the time run out, and that'll do it for the first period. The 2-0 lead for the Oyen Eagles after 20 minutes of play. They lead on the shot clock 14-4. The Rustlers will head to the locker room and try and figure out something to get themselves on the board here in the second period. We're going to take a break for intermission as well, but we'll be back with you shortly for the start of the second. Don't go far. Welcome back, folks. We're getting ready for the start of the second period here. Couple of goals from Jaden Smith in the first period gives the Eagles a 2-0 lead heading into this middle frame, and they quickly work it into the Rustlers zone. Sharp angle shot there right on goal by Dorwicks, but a save made by Eisenman. The Rustlers now almost able to clear the zone, and now they do. The Eagles regain possession at center ice. Carried across the blue line, but not quick enough as they go offside. Now the Eagles carried across the blue line. Shot there. And Dorwicks goes just high and over the net. Rustlers with a chance to come the other way. It's James down the right wing. He puts a shot short side, just under the glove of Napton, but he squeezes that one between his arm and his body and is able to hold on. Fresh legs now for the Rustlers. You get a face off here in the right circle. Rustlers win the draw, and Miller's shot from the point gets deflected. Comerford has it against the wall. Trying to find a teammate. He does. Gets it to Shirley. He works it up to the point to Miller, and his pass, one touch pass to Bailey, was off the mark, so Bailey had to retreat into the neutral zone and send the puck in deep. Perkins in on the forecheck now. Looking to play physical as he does, and a chance in tight, and Shirley puts one off the post, and it bounces out. Now the Eagles the other way. That shot from the blue line goes wide, and a sharp angle shot. Looked like it caught Eisman maybe back at his heels a little bit, but he makes the save when the Rustlers able to clear the zone. Now Woodward picks off that pass just inside the blue line, tries to feed it forward to Fletcher. Had to steal it away from a Oyen defender, but he gets it back. And now Clausen's shot looked like he fanned on it just a little bit from the point. Woodward able to pick up the rebound though. Leggett with a chance, but that shot's blocked. He gets the rebound. Now chance in front. He slides it towards the goal, but it got deflected away. Clausen with a good job to keep the puck in the zone, but the Eagles get it back, and now chance coming the other way. With some speed, that backhander from Smigelski goes up and over the net and out into the neutral zone. Olsen chases it down in the near corner in his own end. He's pinned against the wall. Back and forth battle here. Leggett comes away with it, chips it forward, but the Rustlers look like they weren't going to be able to clear the zone, but it skips over the stick of a defender. And now the puck trickles in on goal, and Napton holds onto it for a faceoff. Leggett wins the draw for the Rustlers. Mullet from the point. His shot on goal. The blocker save made, and a chance on the rebound as Leggett tried to bang it home, but he couldn't get enough of it. Berg sends it into the near corner. Couple of Rustlers in on the forecheck. 3 Rustlers in on the forecheck, but Oyen able to escape the pressure. And now they come the other way, and now another bad luck tripping call for the Rustlers. Mullet didn't even look like he realized there was an Eagle skater behind him, and the stick got tangled up in the skates of Robbie Bandy. And Mullet will go to the box. 2 minutes for tripping, and the Rustlers back on the penalty kill. 1 for 1 on the penalty kills so far tonight. But they trail 2-0 here. About 4 minutes into the second period.
Well, we went to tripping. Like 15, 13.
And they would love nothing more than to kill off another penalty here.
13.
The Eagles working across the blue line. That long shot from Rashowski gets deflected wide of the net. Back to the point once again. Dorwicks leaves it there for Thornton. He tried to feed it over to the only goal scorer of the night, Smith, but he fanned on the shot. Smith gets it now. Back to the point to Rashowski. Pass into the slot for Thornton, and his shot goes wide. Rustlers can't clear the zone. Now Thornton once again steps around a defender, and a fantastic glove save made there by Eisenman, flashing the leather and holding on for a face-off. We're exactly halfway through the Mullet tripping minor, as both teams will get wholesale line changes here. Now the Eagles work it up to the point. That pass down towards the corner doesn't connect. The Rustlers had a chance to clear, but they don't get enough on it to get it out of the zone, and the Eagles regain possession. Mizuka feeds it down to Strutt. Back to Mizuka. Across the blue line to Bolke. He sends it in deep. Warwick is there. Back up to the point to Mizuka. Back to Warwick, and a loose puck in front. Couple whacks at it, but Eisman makes a couple saves, and the third shot ends up going wide. Rustler is able to chip it out of the zone, and now Pfister's going to try and chase it down. But Napton beat him to it, and now a chance there as Pfister knocked down the clearing attempt. And he had James wide open on the other side of the ice, but couldn't get the pass through. Miller now bangs it off the glass. Mullet looking to receive the stretch pass just as he had stepped out of the box, but couldn't pick it up. And then a chance from the neutral zone went up and over the wide open cage. Shirley comes out from behind his own net, feeds it forward to Perkins. Perkins tries to get it back to Shirley, but it got picked off. And now we're going to have a delayed offside. The linesman let it go, and so did Perkins, so no whistle as the Eagles pick it up, and now we get a whistle. Not sure why. We're going to get a too many men penalty. As the linesman in front of the Eagles bench counted 6 blue helmets, and now they'll have to play with only 4. Jeff Schwartz is going to go to the box and serve the 2-minute minor for too many players. And the Rustlers will get their first power play opportunity of the night here, trying to claw their way back into this one. And they win the faceoff. James has it. He gets it over to Fletcher. Fletcher steps into the top of the circle, fires and scores! The Rustlers are on the board! Carson Fletcher cashes in 7 seconds into the Rustlers' first power play of the evening. And he makes it 2-1, cutting that deficit in half.
By the way, 2 minutes for too many men. 13.
Now the Eagles trying to answer quickly, but Eisman with another good glove save. So we get a little bit of tussle going on in front of the Rustlers' net.
Fletch from James, 15-41.
But nothing comes of that. The linesman gets everybody separated. top line of Pfister, Dicker, and James come out on the ice, and the Rustlers will go right back on the power play as Dicker gets tripped up as he was crossing his own blue line. And now the Rustlers, with all kinds of momentum, will go back to the man advantage. Spencer Dorwicks is going to head to the box. As he and Miller exchange some words as Dorwicks is making his way to the box. Miller trying to find an edge here and get under his opponent's skin, and now he's got the puck at the blue line. He fires a low shot, but a good save made there, kicked into the corner. Dicker from the corner slides it up to Pfister. Pfister steps in and fires. The save made there by Napton, and we get a whistle. Rustlers win the faceoff, but too cleanly as it splits the defenseman, and Miller has to chase it down. 7 minutes gone in this first period. The Rustlers on the power play here for the next minute 30 seconds as they look to take a lead, and Rustlers look like they might have been offside there, but got away with one. And now Pfister at the blue line, feeds it to Fletcher, looks for a lane, fires it just wide. Pfister with a chance, and a bouncing puck went right through the crease over the goaltender. Fletcher keeps it inside the blue line there, but he can't do so a second time, and he'll have to chase it down in his own territory. Rustlers with some fresh legs now, as the net gets knocked off its moorings, as Fletcher was being pursued heavily by Jordan Hoffman there. And we'll stop things here to get the net back in place. It looks like the faceoff will come in the Rustlers' defensive zone. Comerford wins the draw. Now Berg from behind his own net. Feeds it to Shirley. He gets crossed up with Mullet. Throws off the timing of the breakout a little bit, but the Rustlers adapt and overcome as they work it into the offensive zone. But the Eagles quickly steal it away and get it out to center ice.
Brought by the band calling doctor. Listen to our message. What home and you've got a chemical. I would go west. Better time and different phone.
The Eagles able to clear it once again, and there's only 5 seconds left in this Rustler power play. So they'll be 1 for 2 for the night so far on the power play. Clausen down the left wing, carries across the blue line, fires a shot high on the glove side, and that one's snagged out of the air by Napton. We'll get a face-off coming up. Clausen with a nifty play off the face-off, got a shot on goal. But Napton was prepared and kicked it away into the corner. Now Bailey keeps it inside the blue line. He shoots, and it goes just wide. Bailey looking for his first of the season. Miller from center ice sends it in right on goal, and Napton will leave it there for his defenseman. The Eagles carried across the blue line, but lose control of it. Get it back and put a shot on net, but it's just wide of the net, hit the side of the mesh. Well, so he's not able to get it out of the zone, and a chance here for the Eagles, but a good blocker save made by Eisman. Perkins playing physical down in the corner, throwing a big hit and knocking the puck loose. but the Eagles keep it in the zone. And that shot from the point ends up right in the chest of Eisenman, drops to the ice, and he'll jump on that for a faceoff. With 16 seconds shy of the halfway mark of this second period, the Rustlers trail 2-1 as they look to make something happen here. Dicker trying to step around the defenseman, but couldn't get it through the skates. The Rustlers regroup inside their own blue line. Pfister chips it in deep. The Eagles come the other way. They just barely stay on side. Smigalski plays it in deep. Hoffman's there to pick it up. Sends it out in front, and a good chance there. But Eisman stands his ground once again as he looks strong in this second period. He makes a save on a nearly point-blank opportunity. We'll keep this a one-goal game. When we get a whistle here, that's going to be a penalty against the Rustlers. As they'll head back to the penalty kill for the third time tonight. It's going to be Cale Perkins heading to the box 2 minutes for high sticking. So the Rustlers 2 for 2 on the penalty kill so far. Looking to make it 3 for 3. So get a little more scuffles in front of the net after a whistle here. Oyen wins the draw. Smith from the point. And a chance in the high slot for Thornton, but his shot goes high and over the net. Now Ryschowski from the point. His long shot looks like it caught the blocker of Eisenman and steered into the corner. Thornton once again steps around defender and a chance in tight. Smith looking for the hat trick, but his one-timer went over the net. Smith with it once again. Gets to Ryschowski. Now across the way to Dorwicks, and he sends one off the post. He gets it back. Back to Smith at the top of the circle. Looks to the back door, and they score. A nice play on the power play for the Eagles as Thornton cashes in and regains the 2-goal lead for the Eagles. .832 left in this second period now, and the Rustlers trail by 2 once again. Each team now has one on the power play tonight.
Number 51, Spencer Garland. Nicole, 832 on the top.
The Eagles got to the point looking for a redirect in front, but the shot goes wide. The Rustlers now try to clear the zone. Perkins plays it off the glass up in the air. That puck gets knocked down to the high stick, but the Eagles touch it first, so no whistle. Bailey plays off the wall out towards the Oyen blue line, but the Eagles pick it up, come the other way quickly. But good defensive play by Miller to stand his ground and break up that pass. And now a stretch pass doesn't connect and ends up right in Eisman's crease, and he's going to hold on to that one for a faceoff. Dicker chips it off the wall. Pfister trying to chase it down. He's got James with him, but he couldn't get that cross-ice pass through. Good defensive play by the Eagles to break up that opportunity. Pfister lets it go past him for James, and his shot ends up on net. Looked like Napton didn't really see that one, but was able to get in the way of it. Now Pfister across the blue line. Tries to shovel it over to Dicker, but it was just out of his reach.
Russell led the back to counting ball. No hit me. You get me property. Go in and turn it through. On 18. Cut the metrics.
Now from the point, Eagles. Keith winds and fires, but it went off a Rustler skate and well wide of the net. But Oyen maintains possession. Lawson steals it away, plays it off the wall and down the ice. Not deep enough for icing. The Eagles pick it up here and work their way down the left wing. It's Thornton, the most recent goal scorer. It gets knocked off his stick, though. Now Dorwick spins around in the offensive zone. It gets knocked off his stick. Mullet tries to chase it down in the neutral zone. The Eagles get to it first and send it in right on goal. Bird flips it way up in the air, trying to hit Clausen on the fly, but it hopped over him as he heads to the bench for a line change. Now Mullet throws the body along the half wall here. And the Rustlers come the other way. Shirley's trying to chase it down right in front of us. We can't get to it. The Eagles come the other way. Little backhander on the side of the net. It's kicked away by Eisman, and the Rustlers clear the zone, and that's not quite far enough for icing. Shirley finds it in the corner. Chips it in behind the net. The Eagles come away with it. Only for a moment, though, as Bailey, it looked like he had kept it inside the blue line, but the linesman says otherwise. And we get an offside call here. Rustlers win the draw, and it's Miller from center ice. Gets it into the zone, and then Shirley with a one-timer and a chance there. Perkins on the backhander, but couldn't get it up and over the pad of Napton. Now the Eagles escape the zone, but Miller's there to pick it off. And now a shot from the Eagles. Captain Smigelski goes up and over the glass and into the netting. The referee says it went off a Rustler stick, and that's going to be a face-off to Eisman's left-hand side. Four minutes, 9 seconds left in this second period as the Rustlers trail by 2. A short side chance there from Materi went just wide. The Rustlers pick it up, come the other way. Dicker sends it in deep. Fisher there to pick it up, and a chance in front for James, but that pass hopped over his stick. The Eagles now turn it up ice. They chip it in, but it ends up right in the blue paint. And Eisman holds on to that one. So we're down to 3 minutes, 34 seconds left in this second period. Some fresh legs for the Rustlers. Wainwright wins the draw. Leggett scoops it up at his own blue line and turns up ice. Tries to send a backhand pass into the crease. But Olsen couldn't get to it in time, and Napton able to hold on for a face-off. Now Olsen from behind his own net gets it forward to Leggett. They'll chip it in deep. That clearing attempt took a weird hop off the glass. The Rustlers got a shot on goal, but Napton scoops that one up and holds on for a face-off. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left in this middle period. Comerford in for the draw for the Rustlers. Thornton for the Eagles. And Thornton wins it. The Eagles not able to clear the zone, though, and the Rustlers with a chance. Perkins in tight. Feeds Comerford to the top of the crease, but he couldn't bang that one home. Now Perkins picks up a loose puck. Down to Comerford in the corner. He tried to get it back up to the point, but didn't get enough juice on it, and the Eagles pick it up. They carry it across the blue line. Now in the high slot, a chance. The shot just wide by Dorwicks. Thornton works around the zone, gets to the point. Dorwicks with the pass to the back post is redirected just wide. Rustlers can't clear the zone once again. And a great shot block there by Berg, sacrificing the body to get in front of that puck. Now Shirley trying to get it out across the blue line here, but he can't. Dorwicks keeps it in the zone, but then Shirley pokes it away out into neutral ice. And the Rustlers will be able to get a line change now. But the Eagles quickly turn it around. They work it in behind the net. Perkins with a strong play to steal that puck away. And now the other way with numbers. It's Fletcher, steps in, fires, but right in the chest of the goaltender. He doesn't know where the puck is. Finally finds it in the corner, and Woodward got dumped, and now the Eagles have a chance the other way, and they fire a shot high and over the net. That was Smith still looking for that hat trick goal. Now Bailey swings it around the wall to Clausen. Fletcher with a nifty play to bang it off the boards and out of the zone as we hit the final minute of the second period. Great play there by Clausen, and the Rustlers might have a chance here. Clausen tries to fire it across to Woodward, but that pass got picked off. Rustlers get it back, though, and Miller tries to go cross ice to Bailey, but it gets picked off, and now the other way is Smigelski, the captain. He fires, but Eisman stands his ground and makes a big save. Oyen with another chance in front. Eisman, with all kinds of patience, makes 2 point-blank saves in a row. Now the Rustlers do all they can to clear the zone. He carried across the blue line. Now James with it, tries to drop it there for Fletcher, but the pass was behind him, and he wasn't able to do much with it as we've got 10 seconds left in this second period. Berg will send it in deep. The goaltender rings it around the wall, and that is going to do it for this second period. A flurry of activity at the final buzzer there, but this period will end with a 3-1 lead for the Eagles, who maintain the 2-goal lead they finished the first period with. But the Rustlers get on the board on the power play, and they'll head to the room and try and figure out something to spark a fire here in the third period on home ice. We're going to take a break as well. We'll be back with you in about 20 minutes for the start of the third period. Welcome back for the start of the third period. The Oyen Eagles holding on to a 3-1 lead heading into this third and final period of regulation. Miller sends it in deep off the faceoff win. The Eagles scoop it up and quickly clear the zone. The Rustlers get it back in neutral ice, though. Miller got it knocked off his stick at the last second as he was trying to cross the blue line. And now from center ice, Fletcher sends a shot towards the goal. There's Chowski. Feeds it over to Thornton. And a great chance there, but an even better save from Thomas Eisman sprawling across the blue paint. And absolutely robbing Dorwicks of a tap-in goal at the top of the crease. Loose puck in the slot. It's knocked away by Smith, and he sends it in deep to a teammate behind the net. The battle for it along the wall, and the Rustlers come away with it. It's Berg with speed down the right wing. He'll flip it forward before getting rubbed out along the wall in front of the Oyen bench. Now Mullet's shot from the point goes off an Oyen stick and up into the netting. So we get a face off here. Well, look, we finally returned. She's like, you came to keep the company. Always doing this turkey. Now from the corner, Perkins on a knee, shovels it around the wall, and the Rustlers with a shot from the point. Miller's shot goes just wide. Perkins chips it into the corner and tries to chase it down himself. But the Eagles come away with it. Olsen picks it up and plays it off the wall to no one. And the Eagles quickly come the other way now. Shot from just inside the blue line is blockered away by Eisman. And then he gets his paddle in front of a cross-ice pass attempt. And it scoots out in the neutral zone, and now the Rustlers pick it up, try to make something happen. Down the left wing, it's Fletcher. Splits the defenders and puts a sharp angle shot on goal, but it goes off the side of the net. Now the other way, it's Thornton with speed. Comes in across the blue line and fires a shot wide. He chases it down, picks it up in the corner, skates it around halfway around the zone, and now another hard shot from the point goes wide of the net as well. Woodward picks it up there. Goes across to Clausen. He tried to feed Fletcher, but couldn't get the pass off in time. And Oyen steals it away. Sends it in deep. Berg swings it around the boards, but can't get it out of the zone. That shot from the point goes through a few pairs of legs. Eisman with a good reaction to kick it away into the corner. Gorlin knocks that puck loose. The neutral zone tries to send it into the zone, but it hit the linesman. The Rustlers have to settle for a long shot on goal from the neutral zone. The Eagles able to clear it. Olsen stops it before it reaches center ice, and the Rustlers are about to go on the power play. They'll try to make some here with a 6-man on the ice. Eisman headed to the bench, but the Eagles touch the puck and the whistle blows. And the Rustlers will head back to the power play. It's going to be 2 minutes for interference. Luke Ruszkowski will head to the box for 2 or less. Rustlers 1 for 2 on the power play so far tonight. They scored 7 seconds into their first one. Couldn't cash in on the second one, and they look for another quick score in the power play here, but that one's swallowed up by Napton. Pfister, James, and Dicker with Fletcher and Miller behind them on this power play unit. Pfister gets tossed out for looked like a pretty minor move at the faceoff dot, but James comes in and Oyen wins the faceoff, and now they got numbers the other way, shorthanded. Eisman with a good kick save. But that ends up going over the glass and into the netting, so we'll get a faceoff here in the defensive zone for the Rustlers while they're on the power play. The Rustlers win the draw, and Berg will set up shot behind the net, looking for a breakout. That pass to Dicker, just a smidge ahead of him, and he couldn't pick it up cleanly. Berg reverses course here and gets it to Mullet in the corner. And he'll do the same and get it back to Berg. Loose puck in front of the Rustlers' net as they can't exit the zone. And Eisman has to hold on to that one and slow things down. A little over 4 minutes expired in this third period. The Rustlers, with another minute 13 left on the power play, trying to reduce this deficit to a single goal. Comerford carries it across center ice down the right wing. Leaves it there for Shirley, who slides it across to Fletcher. Fletcher's shot goes off an Oyen's stick and up into the air. And the Eagle is able to clear the zone all the way down the ice. Now Fletcher down the left wing with a bit of speed. Skates it into the corner. He gets stopped up there and works back to Comerford. Across the blue line, it's Miller now. He winds and fires that hard shot, went off the post. Rustlers get it back. Now Fletcher in the half wall on the left side. Gets it to the other Fletcher at the point, and his seeing eye shot gets through, and Shirley picks up the rebound, buries it, and it's 3-2. The Rustlers back within a single goal. Mike Shirley puts it home to improve the Rustlers to 2 for 3 on the power play tonight. The man advantage working for the home team as they start to claw their way back into this one with 14 minutes, 45 seconds left in the third period.
Number 91. Number 45.
Woodward in the corner goes across to Perkins to the right wing. He'll cross the red line and chip it forward, looking to chase it down and use his big body to make something happen, but the Eagles chip it away from him. And now a chance here. Mullet picks it off at the blue line. And he got hit just as he was releasing that shot, and it couldn't get through. Now Pfister down the left wing, crosses the blue line, feeds it over to Leggett. Tried to get it back to Pfister, but there were too many white jerseys in the area. And now Oyen the other way, just inside the blue line. They're working across, and a great save there by Eisman. Not able to control the rebound, but quick reaction to shut down that scoring chance. Now from the right side here, and Oyen scores. Just like that, they regain their 2-goal lead. It's Trey Martin putting one home short side from the faceoff dot. Rustlers win the draw here. They've got a bigger mountain to climb now. 13 minutes, 20 seconds to go in regulation and down by 2 once again. Mullet feeds it forward to Comerford, who chips it ahead. Shirley on the forecheck. But Oyen comes away with it, and they've got speed down the left wing. It's Thornton cutting to the middle of the ice, fires one wide of the net. Thornton with a shot from the top of the circle, swallowed up by Eisenman. Tommy Eisman's been a busy man tonight. He's allowed 4 goals on 43 shots in this one. We're not even halfway through the third period. Clausen not able to get it out of the zone. And big 71 with the mullet, Mace Materi fires a shot right into the chest of Eisenman. Rustlers come away with it off the faceoff. It's Dorland down the left wing. They'll try to work it deep into Eagles territory, but that one scoots just over the glass. So going to face off here just outside the Rustlers' blue line. And the Eagles send it in behind the Rustler net. Eisman leaves it there for Miller, who splits a pair of forecheckers right in front of his own net, playing a dangerous game there. Now they pick it up behind his net once again. Feeds it to Dorland, and all he can do is chip it out across the blue line. The Eagles send it in deep, and the Rustlers have to try once again. Miller quarterbacking the breakout. Takes it himself right up the middle of the ice. Flips it into Eagles territory. And now Thornton comes the other way, fires a low shot blocker side, and Eisman with a good save. Great sprawling defensive effort there by Mullet. The Eagles able to get a scoring chance out of it. Eisman with another good save. He holds on for the draw. 11:27 to go in the third period. Now Dicker gets out across his own blue line, feeds it over to James with the pass, just a touch behind him, not able to pick it up cleanly. And a good shot block there by Berg. James picks it up. Looking for the centering stretch pass to Pfister, but it was picked off. Now Pfister picks it up in the neutral zone, tried to go to Dicker along the wall, but he didn't see it coming. And the Eagles able to clear the zone with some speed down the right wing. That low shot is steered away by Eisman. Miller's able to pick it up there. Gets it to Pfister. He's got Shirley with him. He shovels it forward. Shirley will chip it deep into the corner. Try and chase it down as the rest of that forward line goes for a change. And now down the left wing, the Eagles tried to put a shot towards the goal, but it went off a Rustler's stick up in the air and snagged by Eisman for a draw here. Approaching the halfway mark of this third period, the Rustlers still trailing by 2. And Oyen wins the faceoff. That shot from the point never left the ice, and Eisman gets a pat on top of it. Eagles win the draw once again. Rustlers steal it away. Perkins plays it off the glass. Shirley was in the area for a moment, but wasn't able to pick up the pass. And now the Rustlers just barely keep it inside the blue line. Shirley will find it in the corner here. Tried for the centering pass, but fanned on it. And now Smith with speed for the Eagles right through the middle of the ice. Steps around defender, but a great defensive play by Berg, which is something I tend to say many times a night. He prevented a scoring opportunity there, but the Eagles might have more coming their way as they're going to go to the power play. Blake Fletcher heading to the box, 2 minutes for a slash. Eagles with a chance right off the faceoff, and it went just over the net. Dorwick's not able to handle it at the blue line, so the Eagles regroup at center ice. Dorwick's with it now, down the left wing. Skates it behind the net. Gets to the point to Rachowski. He fires one up high, and Eisman got a piece of it. The Eagles maintain possession off the rebound. That pass off the stick of Miller and out into the neutral zone. Now Thornton with it. Sends it across the way to Dorwicks in the corner. He can't handle that rolling puck, but Thornton's there to pick it up. Gets it to Smith from the faceoff dot. Goes across the way to Dorwicks. That pass hopped over his stick. And now Smith from the faceoff dot once again looking for a passing lane, now looking for a shooting lane, finds a pass in the corner. Dorwicks in the corner. Smith finds the loose puck and puts a point-blank shot on goal, but Eisman in the right place at the right time makes the save. Eight minutes, 11 seconds to go in this final period of regulation. Eagles with possession off the faceoff. Strutt carries it behind the net into the corner. Skates it all the way around the zone, fires a high shot. Eisman got a piece of that, enough to keep it out. And then an incredible sprawling save, moving from left to right. Eisman sprawls across his crease to snag that one and keep this a 2-goal hockey game. Now from the half wall, the Eagles look to set up their power play. They work it in behind the net. Up to the point, but Volke can't handle that pass. And now Fisser with a chance. He's got a breakaway. And he fires it over the net. And we're going to get a penalty here. It's going to be a high stick. And I think it might be against the Rustlers. Cole Comerford's going to head to the box. 2 minutes for high sticking. The Rustlers, just as they go back to full strength, they're going to be shorthanded once again.
Leads number 94, Cole Comerford, continuing high sticking, only 7 points.
Now Shirley's able to clear the zone. Fletcher's chasing it down with speed. He gets to it first, but he gets pinned on the wall, and the Eagles steal the puck away. Shirley stole it right back and flipped it into the corner. That pass just out of the reach of Thornton, giving the Rustlers a chance to try to clear, but that clearing attempt went off an Oyen player, and they're able to keep it in the zone. Now Shirley picks off a pass and sends it down the ice. Halfway through the Comerford penalty now, and the Rustlers pick it up and clear it once again. We're down to 6 minutes to go in regulation, and that's the third bad luck tripping penalty for the Rustlers tonight as they will send another man to the penalty box. The third time that the Rustlers have been caught on a trip that was completely unintentional. Cody Woodward heads to the box, and the Rustlers will be down 2 players for the next 37 seconds. And the Eagles will look to start to put this one away with a 5-on-3 power play. They win the faceoff too cleanly, it'll scoot down past their own blue line. Hoffman carries across the blue line. Looks to set up the 2-man advantage here. Volke gets it down low. And that shot from Muzika goes off a defender and up in the air, and the Rustlers pick it up and clear the zone. And that's going to do it for the Comerford penalty as he steps onto the ice. And now 1 minute and 15 seconds of a 5-on-4 power play for the Eagles. They work it up to the point. Volke gets it across Muzika. And a shot from Hoffman is kicked away by Yzerman. The Rustlers might have a chance here. It's Berg. He's got James with him. Tries to feed the pass over to him, but it's knocked out of the air. Good play by Muzika to break up that shorthanded odd man rush. 30 seconds left now on the Woodward penalty. So the Eagles come in and fire a shot into the chest of Yzerman. He'll swallow that one up. The Eagles get it to the point. Dorwicks gets his pocket pick, but the Rustlers not able to clear the zone, and now a chance in tight for Oyen. Loose puck at the top of the crease. Eisman with a good save, and now the Rustlers the other way. It's Shirley down the right wing. He gets bodied off the puck. And the Eagles send it down the ice. And it's not going to be far enough for icing. Olsen got out hustled to the puck, but Eisman able to stand his ground, make a save. 3:44 to go. Thomas Eisman has made 50 saves tonight. Can't blame him in this one where the Rustlers trail by 2 with 3.5 minutes to go. And now James with Pfister. Pfister just barely stays onside. James shoots, he scores! The Rustlers make it a 1-goal hockey game as Carson James fires one low blocker side for his first of the night. And it's a 4-3 hockey game with 3 minutes, 31 seconds to go. And the home squad shows some life here in the dying minutes of the third period. They're right back in it.
I don't know what for 37. And the goal. Kirby Lines, even strength. Then from Miller, the 371, even strength.
Rustlers able to clear the zone here.
Force. Face up. No further.
And the Eagles called for an icing, so with 3:05 to go, the Rustlers will get an offensive zone faceoff here. And they'll bring out the line of Comerford, Shirley, and Fletcher. And we're going to get a timeout here for the Rustlers. And while we've got a minute here during the timeout, the Rustlers have one more game left on the calendar for 2024 as they'll head to Provost to play the Combines next Friday, December 20th. Then they'll have the holiday break returning on Saturday, January 4th, right here in Wainwright, taking on the Delburn Outlaws. The Rustlers went to Delburn for the season opener back on October 26th, winning 7-1 on the road out in Delburn. They'll look to sweep that season series when they return from the holiday break on January 4th. The Eagles work it in deep. The Rustlers trying to find a way to get out of the zone, apply some pressure here, and tie this one up at 4 apiece. Fletcher feeds all the way across the ice to Miller. He'll send it into the near corner. And we'll get a whistle here as Napton jumps on that one to stay away from the pressure from the forecheck. 2.5 minutes to go in this third period. Berg not able to keep it inside the blue line. The Rustlers will have to check up. Now Thornton with a shot from the top of the circle goes off. Derek Pfister sticking up into the netting. Face-off will stay in the Rustlers zone. Off the face-off, the Eagles send it in behind the Rustler net, but they got some pressure on the forecheck. The Rustlers able to Escape that pressure, looking for the stretch pass that doesn't connect, but it ends up right on net, so no icing. And Napton is forced to jump on top of that one and hold on for a faceoff. We're under 2 minutes to go now, and the Rustlers have their top offensive unit out there. Pfister, Dicker, and James. Pfister picks it up behind the net, tries to tuck one home on the short side. But nothing doing there, and we get a quick whistle. Another offensive zone faceoff upcoming for the Rustlers. Pfister wins the draw. Fletcher from the point. His shot is blocked. The Eagles able to clear the zone. Eisman was halfway to the bench looking for the extra attacker, but he had to hustle back. Now the Rustlers just trying to get out of their own end. It's Miller in the neutral zone now. Gets to Pfister. He'll tip it way up in the air, deep into Oyen territory. Rustlers keep it inside the blue line here. They got the extra attacker. Eisman's on the bench. There's an open cage in the Rustler end. Fletcher from the corner gets it to the point. And Berg fumbles the puck at the blue line as we hit the final minute of the third period. He's able to get it back, gets it to Miller. Miller swings it into the offensive zone. Napton comes out of his net and leaves it there. But the Eagles swing it all the way around the boards. Is that going to be deep enough for icing? It is. We'll get a whistle here. 43.7 seconds to go. The Rustlers trail by one. They've got an open net behind them, and they've got an offensive zone faceoff. And we're going to get a second timeout here. Oyen will use their timeout. Give themselves a breather. For the time being, Eisman has returned to his crease. And that's because we're going to get a face-off at center ice. Looks like it was a false icing call, so we're going to face off at center ice, and Eisman will go back to his crease just for the time being. But he will surely be ready to take off the moment he's able to. Pfister gets tossed out of the face-off dot for the second time tonight. James comes in and wins it. And the Rustlers enter the zone just momentarily. Eisman's got to stay in his crease as the Eagles provide some pressure for a moment. But now Fletcher gets it in deep, and Eisman's off to the bench. Pfister able to keep it in the zone, but not for long as the Eagles pick it up. They fire one towards the net, but it's just wide. 12 seconds to go. If the Rustlers hustle, they might have one more opportunity, but they got to move quick. Fletcher gets it to James, and he can't handle that pass. It's going to go into the corner, and that will probably do it. That will definitely do it now that we get a whistle, and they're going to call that icing. And that is going to be it. Face off in the Rustlers territory with 3.2 seconds to go. And the comeback efforts are not successful on this evening here in Wainwright. And it's going to be a 4-3 victory for the Oyen Eagles. In a hard-fought battle, an exciting game between these two clubs.
Comes on hold on third period, Oyen 22 for total 55.
Thomas Eisman stopping 51 of 55 shots on the night in a losing effort. And the Rustlers will drop to 4-5 on the season. The Eagles improve to. The Eagles will improve to 9-1. Sorry, 8-1. And that's that for Saturday night in Wainwright. The Rustlers fall to the Eagles 4-3. They'll hit the road next weekend to play the Provost Combines and then holiday break. And we'll be back with you here on YouTube on Saturday, January 4th, when they host the Delaware Outlaws. These two teams will face each other again in Oyen on January 31st. Should be an exciting battle, but that'll do it for us tonight. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your support. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay warm, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
Especially when get blasted in a shot. Blasted.